get into this 4-minute meditation. This reading is for you if you are a Taurus or a Libra sun. So all the Venusian suns, this reading is for you. Let's go ahead and meditate. Alright, I don't know if y'all were watching. I feel like every fly in the vicinity visited in that 4 minutes. Maybe it's just because I decided to sit still, honestly. And before this, I was doing yoga, so I didn't see no flies. Maybe it has relevance toward the reading, because, you know, the Venusians are the shit. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I'm not really a fan of flies. They're actually invasive. They're not even from this... they're not from America. They're not from this place in America. So I'm like, fuck the flies. They shouldn't even be here. Kill the flies out here. I hate flies. I just feel like doing one of these, the African Gods Oracle cards today. Let's just get one for my Venusians. Get all my cards the same direction. Let's get this going for my Venusians. Am I pronouncing that right? In the comments, I love affirmations in the comments, so drop any affirmations in the comments. That's kind of turning the reading into an affirmation. I love that. And yeah, let's get into it. The flies have me feeling icky. I want to go. Usually I like to sit and read and like take my time, but today I'm like, I am speeding a little bit. Okay, this is Ika. I'm gonna do the negative aspect because they're in the negative. All right, this is for my Venusians. Negative aspect. To avoid reality only makes you face the same issues again and again. The region Orishas are Oshumare. Excuse me if I pronounce any of these wrong, and please correct me in the comments of the right pronunciation. And break it down for someone with my dialect, real easy, real simple, how to properly say the names of these Orishas. Iowa, Ayasun, and Iroko. Keywords are dramatic personality, has a tendency to over-exaggerate situations, lives on an emotional roller coaster, impulsive, takes everything to the extreme, has difficulty trusting others, carries trauma due to physical and sexual violence. As if playing with a powder keg at the edge of a bonfire, the negative influence of Odo Ika in this moment alerts to the dangers of aggression and imminent explosive violence. This, let's see, explosive violence. This is often gratuitous. You've reached your limit. This is often gratuitous. You've reached your limit, and from there, all that remains is the leap into the unknown abyss. It's not always easy to see the reality of life and not be hurt when you realize that despite all your efforts, it seems that happiness is getting farther and farther away. Still, giving in to these impulses will not cause revolution, just more confusion. Breathe for a moment and, looking inward, seek to recognize how much of all that anguish and hurt comes from the demands you impose on yourself and others. No matter how strong your will, your self-sufficiency, your ability to achieve, not everyone around you is prepared to experience a roller coaster of emotion like you, and demanding it from them will only reinforce the loneliness that adult life has imposed on you. In the same way, just because others can't keep up with your pace doesn't mean that they don't deserve your trust. As difficult as it may seem, it is possible to delegate tasks and responsibilities to people around you as long as you can recognize their limitations and especially learn who and what to trust. On the other hand, as an Odu of contracts and revolutions, Ika often ends up rocking your emotional stability, which can lead you to act aggressively and make decisions based on a passion instead of reason. Sometimes yes and sometimes no, always maybe. That way, neither you nor the universe will know which direction to take, so any effort will be in vain. Instead of accelerating and tripping over your own feet while trying to accomplish everything at the same time, how about slowing down and moving forward with the certainty that the path you have taken is the one you really want? Remember, life changes happen one step at a time. All right, Venusians, that last paragraph was really powerful, and then I just want to read this part that sticks out to me because I know it 100% applies. Trust issues. As difficult as it may seem, it's possible to delegate tasks and responsibilities to people around you, as long as you recognize their limitations and especially learn who and what to trust. All right. And then, can I get a clear message for my Venusians today? Can I have a clear message for my Venusian Libra suns and Taurus suns as to what's going on the starting on the date? I think we're November 27th and beyond. November 27th, 2024 and beyond. What's going on with my Venusians? So many fucking flies. I also just cut the grass, so I'm like, maybe they just all crawled out of there. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm like, I don't even care if these are messengers right now. I just don't want them around me. I'm like, send me. I found a spider was crawling on my neck the other night, and I'd rather spirit send me spiders than flies. Spiders are pretty creepy too, but they eat flies. I fucking hate flies. Okay, Like, you guys didn't come here for that. Basically, Venetians, like, if we just, and this is heavy on the, like, they're not saying to give up. They're definitely not saying give up, but they're just saying just rest. Like, keep the goal. Just keep with the goal. Stay with the goal. Whatever you're trying to get to the money, I assume, because we're all Venus placements. So, you know, Taurus and Libra, of course, we're trying to get to the money. We're trying to get to the money on. They're saying, don't give it a rest. Like, continue with the big goal, but give it a rest, as in, like, a small, ooh, these bugs, y'all. I'm outside. I like, need to focus. I have the ick. I'm so sorry. They're saying give it a rest. Don't give the goal a rest, but give today a rest. Give as much energy as you have spent on it. Let's say, ladies, you might be in your luteal phase. Just give it a rest. Like, chill out now. You know, like, keep up on your goal, but just make sure you're sleeping, because that's how you get what you want. Like, we're Venetians anyway, so especially my Taurus, you guys, we're kind of known for, it's because when we're finally resting, we will fight for that inch of comfort in the bed, you know? So that's the vibe it's giving. Like, just take a nap. Like, you know, it's saying, Venetians, you're probably really good at getting what you want when you are more rested, when you get your beauty sleep, when you slept for 8 hours, when you're relaxed in your responses, when you don't have bags under your eyes, when you feel beautiful because you slept good and you ate good. That's the vibe it's giving. Like, our self-care, especially when it comes to taking naps and, like, sleeping at a healthy cycle, is the most important thing that you could do to help you get what you want. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you have goals. You may not be living in reality the way that spirit wants you to, but you can still reach your goals and still turn this ancestor card in the upright. Can I get some clarification on this message from my Venetians? I'm so sick of these fucking flies. I'm like, I actually really like this park until I don't know what made all the flies come up. Like, I'm actually confused. I guess I just stopped moving for real, because I don't know, maybe this is just a yoga park. Alright. Okay, so you're coming out of hard times. Usually I would say, in general, this card's advice is to, like, don't guard your money, but I just feel so strongly, my Venetians, like, you're coming out of hard times and you don't know what tomorrow is going to look like. So yes, thank you, God, that we're coming out, but I'm not trying to wish no ill will on anyone. You just don't know how good tomorrow will or won't be. So if I were you, I would still kind of be a little sensitive with those last, and I'm gonna just call them $4, because I don't know how much you got in the bank account. Could be $4, could be 400. Just be sensitive with it. Like, do not hold it on so tight that you'll never, you know, do anything again. But also, don't be free with it, because like I said, you don't know what tomorrow is looking like. Like, yes, things are looking better. You look like you have everything you need. Finally, your rent is paid. You have the roof over your head, food, groceries, all the minimums are met. But don't start moving all extra yet. Don't start doing that until you are ready, because, to be honest, like, whatever trials and tribulations you've been through, my Venetians, it's like that specific chapter is over, but now you have different flavor of trials and tribulations coming to you next. I'm seeing a lot of us are staying up late on our phones when we shouldn't, when we should be resting. Like, we should be sleeping. We should be forgetting about everything that caused us pain and trauma and just bad thoughts and whatever. Any thoughts that don't make us feel healthy and whole and confident and safe and sexy and good and warm and whatever. Like, just let it go. I see you on your phone a lot at night, so I'm just telling you to stop. Like, you're staying up past 10 on your phone, like from 10 to 4. They're saying that's when you're doing the most kind of destructive habits, because look how dark it is, but, like, something about the pink in the background is giving me, like, eyes watching. Like, it's like you want people, like, maybe you were addicted to seeing who watched your story. I know I'm definitely in that sometimes, especially when someone I want to watch my story is there. Like, I'll stay up watching just to see if they're watching. Like, they're like, stop doing that. Like, there's no growth in there. You're not making any money, and you're not getting closer to you want every time you stay up between the hours of 10 and 4. You are supposed to be sleeping, you know. Plus or minus the hours depending on your personal schedule, but in general, when the sun is down, you should be sleeping, you know. Or getting ready to go to sleep. Like, and they're saying stay off of your phone. Like, no more blue light at night. That's what they're saying. It's bad for you. If you can, charge your phone in another device. If you also can, I would get an alarm clock, so you have an alarm clock in your room that doesn't have to be dependent on your phone, you know. 7 of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody sneaky around you, and let's get some clarification on, I want clarification on both the Swords cards. Can I get 2 clarifiers? Ooh, I have some more, actually. Like, I don't know what the camera's letting y'all see today, but I just pulled some clothes out of my bag. Like, you guys didn't need to know that unless you needed to know that. I ain't gotta snitch on myself. Alright. Alright, can I get a clarifier for this 10 of Swords? Yeah, they're like, the music that you listen to at night has a lot of impact on you. Like the tapes, the music, the frequencies, everything you listen to when the sun goes down, it has more impact on you than in the sunlight for whatever reason. I guess it's just a frequency. Maybe it's literally like your soul relaxing, so the words can better get into your subconscious. So if you were to put on some high vibrational music at night, I think that would be really good for you. Yeah, and get off your phone, babe. Like from 10 to 4, turn one of those the things on your phone, those what are they called, like the sleep settings, the do not disturb thing on. Turn a do not disturb from 10 to 4 on every night, because you really should be sleeping around that time, babe. All right, they're like, there's a little lie. That's what they say. There's a little liar. It might be a young person, it might be a short person, it might be you lying about something small like your height. It doesn't matter, but there's a little lie. Like, it's not too big and it's not too malicious, but there's like a short lie about something. All right, can I get some clarifications on this message for my Venusians? I think the realest thing that you could do is help your sleep schedule right now, just for yourself, because you don't really have too much control over your finances. Just don't spend too much. Like, don't spend too much. That's just for my Libras and my Taurus, but I know Tauruses are more likely to save, Libras are more likely to spend in general, you know. So save your money, and just be aware that there's like, it's not even big lies. That's the thing. It's not like big malicious lies, but there's little lies that either you say or somebody else says around you. I'm like, Libras, y'all know about that? No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, Jesus Christ. All right, good news and bad news. So you have for some of you, because your Venus, like, you could have a Venus moon, but your sun is in Aries. So, and you're masculine, so this could be you, but I'm going to just read it in like the English tarot translation. Ooh. I'm almost done with this reading, y'all. The sun, okay, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius masculine sun. Maybe these are the Mars placements. Maybe these are not the placements at all, and I'm just talking about the energy. But you have somebody around you that's really a good influence onto your life. They bring you masculine energy. They bring you kind of hope. They bring you creativity. They bring you, like, the thing is that's about them, like, they're cool. Whatever they say is cool. Like, words are cool, but I think their most inspiring thing is their action. Like, they are someone who, I don't know how much they talk. They could talk a lot. They could talk a little. It doesn't even matter how they talk, because what they are, like, it's like what they're doing is the thing that has the most important impact, and they're doing what they intend to do. You know, regardless if they let you know their intentions between the time they set them and did them, they're about their action, and that's why they're a good impact on you. And if you want someone to look up to, I definitely see this person being that person for themselves and you. Like, they're like, yeah, I take care of myself. Speaking of taking care of myself, we have the Empress in reverse, this is our combined cards, Venusians. Like, you see that? That's our sign, and it's in reverse. So it's like, you really could be taking care of yourself. And let's just start with sleep. Let's start a really healthy sleep schedule starting at 10. So at 10 is your wind down hour. Speaking to my Tauruses right now specifically, but, you know, my Libras, If you know you need a bedtime, like, let's implement that, you know? But yeah, we just need to, I think sleep is one of our most important things, because when you're up late worried about social media shit, it's like you're robbing your femininity, your divinity, your divine feminine from just fucking resting. She is not like your human self probably cares what the fuck Kanye West tweeted last night, and is trying to see if they're still talking to Amber Rose through all this time. And you know, you like the drama, yes, but like your highest vibrational self does not give a fuck about any of that. And like, she wants you to rest. Like, your divine feminine wants you to rest. She's like, why are you worried? Why are you up late at night? Why are you making things worse for yourself by not sleeping? Because you just got your money, right? So why would you stay up till 4 a.m. last night? Like, that's not good for you. And then I'm just keep it real. Like I said, your rent is paid, and it might be your rent may be paid, it may not be paid. But either way, okay, I speak that because this is talking about your house. So I feel like financially you are okay. Let's say if your rent isn't paid, you made the agreement with the landlord, and he said, okay, I'll give you 2 more months to get it together. I'm making that up, but that's the type of vibe I get. But in real life, you're not really too happy with your home life right now. It doesn't feel beautiful. Yeah, it doesn't feel beautiful. But a good thing is, like, you knowing that this little liar whatever situation is easily gonna be put to rest. Like, because this is such a small lie, it's not worth you stressing over, and you know that. So you're already putting these stresses over the little lie away. All right, can I get some clarifications on the Empress, and then can I get a clarification on the Four of Wands? But first I'm gonna start with the Empress. I said pink. Yeah, they said the thing that you need to do to feel more feminine, feel more beautiful, feel more Venetian is, they said, get dressed. They said put on a gown, a really formal dress, like get really nice, like get your hair done, get your skin done, do your makeup. If you don't have any place to go out, they're saying you can go out to an art museum, you can go out to dinner, like you can do all of that. They're saying if you don't have a place to go out, you cannot afford it, you don't want to afford it because you have this Four of Pentacles and you're really trying to keep your resources small. They're saying just take pictures. Like, you need to basically tell yourself that you need to tell yourself you're attractive to be attractive. You need to dress up sexy to be sexy. You need to document yourself feeling good so that you feel good, you know? And the more that you dress the part, the more that the energy will just come dress you, you know? Because you're going to put that dress on, you're going to wash your face and do your facial and put your makeup on and get your skin looking nice, and you're going to slick your hair back into a nice low ponytail, put the earrings in, get real pretty, and then you're going to say, wow, I am that bitch. But you were that bitch before you put it on, but you need to remember why it's kind of good for yourself to see yourself dressed up. Like, it'll help you have heart eyes towards yourself again, especially if you're Venusian, because yeah, we're the Venus ones. Okay, all right, Four of Wands reverse. What's going on in the Venusians' home life? They're saying, okay, I get a lot of us are like, they're saying it's not your land. Like, they're saying land is like draining water like spaghetti. So it's giving me like I always make this analogy. My friend told me this once about her grades in high school, and it just stuck. She's like, sometimes I feel like I'm trying so hard, and she's like, my classwork is spaghetti, and I'm just holding the spaghetti noodles like up, just trying to keep them up, and everything is just skipping through my hands, and I'm just trying to like keep it up, you know? And that's what it's giving. Like, I think you're unhappy because, especially if you're a Taurus like myself, and I cannot speak fully for Libras. I have a Libra placement, but not too much Libra in my chart. But I feel like you're unhappy because the land is not yours, and you want to like plant a tree or something. You want a certain, like an oak tree growing in your backyard because you live in native California where oak trees are good for the environment, and that's all you want, you know? But you can't do that because you don't have the land nor the water. You don't have the resources right now. The home is really not yours, okay? Okay. In this next 5, can I get solutions? Can I get some solutions for my Venusians? Can I get some solutions? I feel like this energy is very serious. Can I get some solutions for my Venusians? get some positive solutions? Yeah, they're like, okay, if you want positivity, everything is going to be okay. You will reach your happiness. That King of Wands is going to help you reach your happiness. This creative man. Again, I always say this on my channel, but this does not have to be a man at all. Even in the masculine card in this reading is a feminine, so it does not have to be a man, like in the slightest. But I'm going to call them a man because they showed up as a king. It doesn't matter who, like this person, she, they, him, whatever. I'm referring to the masculine within this person. So he's going to help you reach your success, your happiness, because he actually just wants to see you happy. It's not one of his big goals, but it is one of his side missions, because his big goal is just to make himself happy, and he wants to see you make yourself happy within his family, you know? So it could be like an uncle, it could be a lover, it could be anybody. Like, I don't want to dictate what this energy looks like in their relationship, because they're really a background supporter. They're like a background supporter that shows up in the front for this reading because they're here for you and they want to see you eat good on Thanksgiving. Just because I was like, how do we move forward? Like, you have to take yourself back down a step. Like, you almost take yourself too seriously and wrong, because it's like you kind of left a piece of your inner child that was more willing to learn behind, because you're like, oh, that's childish. Yeah, that's childish, but they're like, it's like you today, and I mean right now, you left that piece of you behind, so you're lacking the openness, like, of a child. Like, I always say I enjoy working with children more than, because I babysit, and I enjoy working with children more than elders, because with children, like, on their worst day, they don't give a fuck about you, you don't give a fuck about them. They know that, okay, like, just this general older person, regardless if we're getting along, whatever, in general, they trust that, like, and this is super general, that, like, their babysitter, their nanny, their caretaker is going to lead them to the correct direction, no matter what it is. Like, they trust that, like, okay, you might have advice for me because you know what's going on and I don't. Versus an old person is exactly the opposite. I just don't have those that diplomacy always to, like, connect with them as caretakers, because they're our elders. So they're the opposite. They all, especially in the worst day, I'm not talking about the best day, like, I'm talking about when the Alzheimer's is Alzheimer's, and they kind of remember who you are, but they know that you're younger than you, so they don't give a fuck about none of that, and they don't respect you because they don't think that you even know. You know what I'm saying? You're showing up as the elder who has no longer connected with their inner child, because you won't let yourself learn and grow anymore. And it's just like, that's so wrong. Like, that's how you deter yourself and hurt yourself, honestly, truly. They're like, don't do that. So they're saying don't do that. They're saying don't do that. Don't let yourself, like, don't kill off the part of you that's still childish and innocent and excited and ready to learn and grow, because that'll fuck you up for real. And that's how you're coming up right now. So they're saying all that they want to see from you is some willingness to work on yourself and your emotions. So, like, that looks like going to therapy, that looks like journaling, that looks like getting in touch with your emotions, talking to and through your triggers. So, like, okay, good for you that you learned your triggers. That is great. Everybody's so happy for you. What do you do with that information? Are you still a triggered person interacting with life? Or, you know, do you just expect everybody not to touch your triggers now that you put a name on them? You know, people who don't even know you can't even say certain things because it's a trigger, you know? No matter what it is, you just have to keep a willingness to work on yourself, please, my Venesians. Like, you're not perfect, you're beautiful, you're a bad bitch, but you're not even the baddest bitch today. Like, you could be badder, to be honest, if you slept more. If I'm being so honest, like, if a sleep schedule would look so good on you. They're saying, okay, and I flipped this one. I'm going to flip this one too, because I don't want to see any of this negative stuff. And I asked for solutions. So they're saying, you get stuck in your little piece of the world. So my Venesians, especially my Taurus, is just because I'm talking about stuck placements. You may think you know more than you do, because what you know applies very heavily to your city. So I'm making stuff up, but if everybody who wears purple is Muslim in your city, then you always associate Muslim with purple. But that's not something that's standard for Muslims. That's something for Muslim standard in your small community. Like, I'm all this to say, your world is small, and it's like your world could be opened up to so much bigger, but you're so stuck. This is my Taurus, is you're stuck in the small. So I'm gonna flip this one too, because this one is gonna be hard to flip in real life. I'm gonna tell you, because you might want to skip some steps to travel the world because you're trying to heal your home and make your life more beautiful. It starts here. So it starts with improving your sleep pattern, improving the ways you love yourself. I feel like you guys are healing. Go deeper into the shadow work, deeper into the love, deeper into all the feelings, deeper into why we do like the home, what we don't like the home. Really journal it in and out so that you know yourself, deeper into why you think you even stay up at night. Yeah, but once you really start loving yourself, and I mean loving yourself down and around, like every vibration of yourself, like through and through, like things will slowly start to turn around. And an effect of you loving yourself is getting your home together. And I think, at least for myself, you know, Venezians, yes, I want the things that look beautiful and bright and Venezian in the home. Like, I want it to look pretty, look like I spent money. But I think more than that, I know that in my house, where I am right now, mind you, I have Jemima in the 4th house. I need a room, a bathroom, whatever, like a kitchen, doesn't matter what room I am in really, but with more affirmations, you know? And yeah, I want that to look like beautiful artwork and expensive stuff dripping from the walls so I feel expensive. But in reality, sticky notes are like $5 and under, and a pen is, I know if I need a pen, I can get a pen for $1 and under. And that's what, $7 to spend on what I'm really gonna decorate my room with, which is just positive affirmations, you know? So, and I only say that because obviously our money is tight. So yeah, you're Venezian, don't flex on the house, just make it actually more lovely for you. Like, put something in the pantry where you always reach for the sweet treats, where you reach for cookies, that says like, I like to take care of my body. I don't like to eat too much sugar because it makes me inflamed. Like, just little reminders, little affirmations, little, hey girl, don't eat the cookies. You want your body to be banging next summer. Eat 1 cookie a week. You know, I already mapped them out. We'll be done with the cookies on March 24th. You know, it doesn't matter. Whatever is. But you just have to do small, like, start small. I don't see you taking over the world tomorrow. Do small things to enhance your life and enhance your world. 6 of Swords. You have somebody from the past coming back. They're not really happy at home either, and they're also getting like that. This is why you guys relate. So you could be going back from your past and getting them, or they're coming back from their past to get you. That part doesn't matter, but you guys are just going to connect on some old stuff. Like, maybe you guys grew up in the same neighborhood or touching homes, similar homes, like four houses down, or maybe you just have memories with them that probably weren't the best memories. But yeah, this person wants to impress you. Like, they're coming in on their horse, but I feel like they're quickly in and quickly out type energy. Yeah, and I feel like they just want to impress you and like leave. Yeah. So I'm like, let me stick to this another reading. I think you guys need to change. You need a trip, like some shrooms or type shit, something like that. Like, you're getting really kind of small in your life, in your habits, and the things that you've gotten used to since you've made the last big move in your life, and now your spirit is starting to get uncomfortable because you're not growing the same way you were growing to get to where you are now. And now that you're here, you're kind of like, okay, what do I have to do? You have to take care of yourself. I'm gonna run through the reading again really quick just to make sure we got it. Yeah, and I think you just need help. So it looks like you do have a family, you do have some type of support, and this is a message that's hard for myself, so I'm even telling it to you guys with a grain of salt. So receive it, please, with a grain of salt. But you do have somebody you can trust for something, and you do need to let some of the shit off of your shoulders so that they can do some of the tasks for you. You know, you have a roommate, you and the roommate share the dog because the dog doesn't even belong to you guys, it belongs to your other roommate, but the other person moved out. So now it's between you and this other person to take care of the dog. You guys both love the dog, but you were never prepared for this responsibility. So, and you know, you're the person who usually walks the dog at 9 a.m. Ask your roommate to walk him. You know, like, just give up some of your responsibilities because it's not realistic for you to take on everything and be successful in everything anyways, you know, especially when you're not sleeping, and you're only going to get what you want if you start sleeping. Yeah, just know that if you have anybody like being malicious around you, they don't have any real weight or pull. Like, you're your biggest enemy right now, my Venetians, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because it's like once you're your biggest hero, all this shit is unlocked. Yeah, stay off your phone at night. Be precise with your money. Go to a financial advisor. Go to somebody, get a budget professionally, get a budget done on YouTube. It doesn't matter, but start being more serious. Liars never prosper, and they won't prosper around you. King of Wands, leading you in a good direction. He's like, this is what he's doing. He's already reached a state of success, and he's literally just leaving crumbs for his success to you. So he's not necessarily giving you the keys, but he's like, this is how I did it. This is what worked for me. And he knows it's going to work for you if you just listen. So maybe listen to him. Yeah, because he has your keys to happiness that you're going to reach. But I see a 9 of Cups and a 10 of Cups. So emotionally, you're going to be fine in general. Page of Cups, I turned this one up, but I'm gonna turn this around just so we can get readings of how you feel right now. Yeah, babe, please take, you didn't take a bath or something? You're not taking baths or something? Like, you're doing something to, like, you're eating too much sugar, you're drinking too much, you're smoking too, you're not taking care of, drinking too much could be it. Not taking care of yourselves, and, like, you're starting to think the whole world sucks. The whole world does not suck. Your life sucks because of the habits that you've made right now. This is all very temporary, though. The mindset shift might not happen until you secure some shrooms, though. But if you don't have the money, don't fucking do that. Like, I'm not telling you to go spend your last $60 on some trip to get a new mindset, because then you're gonna have the new mindset and back in this reality, which is extra gonna lower you, because you're gonna be like, what did I miss? Like, you were supposed to be wise with your money. If you want to trip for real and you know you have $60, maybe just set 20 aside now. Next week when you get paid again, another 20, another 20, another 20, whatever, how much ever the fucking drugs are. And I'm saying drugs, it does not have to be drugs. Drugs is just like a quick trip, you know. It could be an actual vacation. That would probably be way better for you than some drugs. I just know, realistically, I'm not sure if everyone can afford to go to Miami tomorrow and see a different part of the world. I don't think everyone can afford to go to Austria tomorrow. Not everyone can afford to go to Germany tomorrow, because the tarot card said that today, and I know you can't. And if you can, I can see this is not what you're supposed to be spending your money on. And more than seeing the world, they want you to change your world view so that you can see the world. Because right now, if you saw the world, because you're giving off, I don't want to call it a hater, but you're giving off a closed mindset, you won't even, if you saw the world right now, it's impossible for the world to blow your mind. Like, it could blow your mind if you went to go see the world on one of your more open days, you know. Right now you need the thing to blow your mind to be more open. Yeah, and then, like, someone's coming back from the past. Like, you guys used to live together, used to live close by, but it wasn't like you guys were really on good terms then, or you're just going through a lot. Like, you guys might have been neighbors, but you were both going through so much at the time that you didn't really get to have the chance to be good neighbors to each other. It doesn't really matter. And then you also, this is a separate person. You just have somebody who wants to impress you with their words. Like, I'm like, just let them. They don't want to harm you. I think that they might just impress you and, like, lift you up and then leave. So you might be a little confused. Just don't lean on them too much. Let them take down one of your 9 of Swords. Like, you have this one insecurity that you're so ugly, you're so ugly, you're so ugly. And I'm just saying this because we're Venetians. It could be anything. But you have one person you meet at a club that looks you in your eyes and is like, oh my God, has anybody ever told you how gorgeous you are? And you're like, what? Like, I needed to hear that. That's what I'm saying, you know? Just let that lift you up and, like, go. Don't put too much weight. Don't try to marry the person, you know? They're just here to take one of these fucking depressing thoughts away that you were already working through, because you know you're not ugly, Venetians. But yeah, that was a really good reading. I will see you guys in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Please let me know. Let's get some positive affirmations going for these are the 4 I want to focus on, because I think this is the most for our home lives. So my home is beautiful, something like that. Put an affirmation in the bottom about how beautiful your home is, how beautiful you are, how beautiful your self-care routine is, how beautiful your divine feminine is, how much you enjoy to continuously learn about your emotions. And another affirmation about new experiences, new life, new world, new energies. I let new energies come embrace me when I feel stuck, something along those lines. When I get stuck in my old routine, I always make sure to invite in the new. I'm making stuff up, but I hope you guys can catch my drift. And I'm gonna do 5 more affirmation cards. Yeah, they're like, you're gonna be eating so good you might gain weight, but it's a good thing. Your ancestors say they rather see you fat than skinny, but do your thing. If you want to be Venetian in this American beauty standard, watch what you eat. If you want to eat like like an ancestor plate, like they want you to eat, you better get, what is this about? It's just after Christmas, so we have New Year's coming up. Just, don't be scared to gain some weight. Don't be scared to eat good. They don't even care. They just want you to emotionally eat good. They don't care about the weight that you might gain, because they want your emotions to be happy. But you do have ancestors that do care. They're like, don't eat too much, baby. But they it's like you're at Thanksgiving. That's fucked up. You're at Thanksgiving and you're one of those families that's like, get what you want, baby. And the food is good. Everything is good. Everything is busting. And it's unlimited everything. It's like, get what you want. But as soon as you sit down, it's because your plate is heavy. Your plate is plump. Your plate has food on it. As soon as you sit down at your table, with your cousins and you chilling, that's when Granny comes over and she's like, you sure did get a lot of carbs. You didn't get no veggies, or whatever she says. They're like, I'm like, ignore that shit. For real. That's just for my Tauruses. Tauruses like to eat a lot. Okay, this is what they're saying. All right. Yeah, they're like, when you catch yourself hating on yourself, when you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, they're like, freeze, stop. Like, stop. Don't let that vibe go any longer. They're like, yeah, to start by seeing the world. They're like, just start off by studying with TikTok and shit. Like, looking into what goes on in Nigeria. What do people wake up and do in South Africa? How do people live in Egypt? What goes on in the Mediterranean? What goes on in Turkey? How do people communicate? What's the hello greeting? I know that one. Merhaba, like, just start studying a different piece of the world to help you start seeing the different part of the world, because it's going to help you really understand, like, okay, in Gaza, and God, please watch over Gaza. I pray for Gaza, because I'm recording this now. I pray for whatever's happening in Gaza around the time this video is publicized. But in Gaza, they wake up and they do this every day because they're doing this, because this, and like, oh my God, people are living like that. It's gonna make you start living different, because it's like, damn, I definitely didn't need my McDonald's today. Like, I didn't even, you went from I didn't even know that McDonald's was supporting Israel to, like, now you're like, oh, well, those are my brothers in Israel, or excuse me, those are my brothers in Palestine, so I'm not gonna go to McDonald's anymore. So my day-to-day is changing, so I can be more attuned to the needs of the world, Free Palestine. Excuse me for the mistake I made earlier. Yeah, they're saying this person from the past, like, they're like, don't hype it up, like, not too much. They don't really have shit for you, but they're definitely not negative energies in your life. But they're like, don't, like, the thing is, you're gonna get around this person and you're gonna be like, oh, like, when we used to live at 9410 Swan Street, Sword Street, that was such a good time. But it's like, really, it was a bad time. You guys just made good memories because you were both little kids who were going through some shit, so you liked sneaking out to the back at night. I'm making shit up, but they're like, don't spend too much time going back. Don't, because you'll get turned into a pillar of salt type shit, like, stay in the present, stay forward. And yeah, they want to bless you, but they also want to take something from you. So, like, I get the vibe that they want to fuck. Maybe they don't know that they want to fuck, and they just get around you, like, because they're straight attracted, and they tell you you're beautiful, and then they start acting weird. That's why I didn't know what was going to go on, but I could tell, like, let this person come in, lift you up, and just leave them alone. They don't really have too much for you. Other than that, like, let them lift you up and just go. Let them, like, receive your compliment, because you're already working on your insecurities, so let that marinate. When they call you beautiful, be like, I am beautiful. Thank you for recognizing that. Takes one to know one. I don't know, but yeah, beautiful reading. I will see you guys in the next one, my Venetians. Let me know in the comments any affirmations that you have for any energy, any point of this video that made you think of an affirmation. Drop it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.